Today I'm going to pause from telling you why you should come to my college and instead tell you why you should come to my writing workshops in the fall, which are separate from the college, mostly for teenagers and young tweens in their 20s, in their early 20s, etc. Yeah, although I have class for adults too, but I'm not going to talk about that today. What I want to do today is brag on one of my students. His name is Adam. He's an absolutely great kid. Young teen. I think he was 12 when he started taking classes with me a year ago. And he did something today that was just so awesome that I have to brag about it. Okay, so I'm going to read you a couple of things here. First, I'm going to read you a snippet of just the first couple paragraphs of a thing that he wrote, I don't know, about 5-6 months ago for an anthology we were putting together. Okay, so this is his original first paragraph. "If you will not let us have the luck sword, we will take it," Niz yelled. "Khan," the sorceress said. A large black hole tore open the ground. "Kun!" A tornado entered the clearing and swept Niz and most of his soldiers along with their enemies into it. Niz dodged uprooted trees and tried to reach the sorceress, but the tornado was too strong. Niz and his group were dumped in the outer caves and their enemies in the inner cave. Niz ran to the exit, but when he tried to leave, he couldn't. There was an invisible shield blocking his path. As a fortune teller, he could make a prophecy, but nobody from his tribe could complete it if he did. "Niz, great Niz, you must do something. Make a prophecy," a soldier begged. Okay, so that's the original. After we edited, we spent a lot of time editing, working through the stuff. Here's what in the book that he is now in. He's one of the authors of this anthology. Here's what the first paragraph sounds like now. "There is a story all the children of the caves know by heart. Deep in the mist of time, a great warrior king named Niz faced a powerful sorceress. Niz was good and kind, a champion of the people, both a fearsome warrior and a great prophet. The sorceress, however, held the luck sword, and with it she could defeat and enslave the people and command great magic. Only if he defeated her could Niz free his people. 'If you will not let us have the luck sword, we will take it,' cried Niz." Okay. So, that's how that ended up after editing, which, that for me anyway, that works a lot better. But that's not what I want to brag about. What I want to brag about is what he did in class today. And we have this writing sort of group. We get together a couple, 3 times a week during the summer. It's just to practice, just to get together, to write stuff, because for some of us, we have to write the way we have to breathe. Anyway, here's what he wrote this morning. And this is, remember, not edited. This is first draft stuff, okay? What he wrote this morning. "The theater lights lit up the old dusty statues on the stage, the rotten soups in old ceramic bowls sitting in the middle of the room. The large cauldron on the other end of the performance area was full of dead fish. Closer to the doorway, old, unused red seats blanketed the floor, and standing on stage, unmoving and stiff, in the middle of an invasion, standing over those who were drinking the soup, were the actors. Still as stone, their gray, unharmed bodies remained and would remain for the rest of eternity. Above them, hanging from the roof, a fairy and a flying witch dueled, and being held to the roof by a chain, there was a large tank of water housing a dead shark. There was a hole at the top of the ceiling, just big enough to see the full moon gleaming down on a frozen bear, standing on its hind legs in front of a brave knight. The only thing still working was one spotlight, angled down at Detective George Hemrock, and behind the spotlight was a gun." Okay? Now, he's older than he was, but I think he's still 13. He might have turned 14. But he's been at this. We started working together last fall, okay? And he wrote very much like a 12, 13-year-old boy when he started writing, which is not bad. In fact, for a kid to be writing at all is awesome. But I think you have to acknowledge that that's a major step forward in writing quality. Kid's made huge progress. Adam, I'm proud of you, kid. And I just want to offer that up as an example of what can happen in the workshops that we do which you can see the link to get to in the comments. Man, I'm so proud of this kid. But he's one of like 40 kids in this volume and another volume that's back here on the shelf that were part of the writing workshops that we did this last fall and spring. I love writing. I've written a ton. I've sold 400,000 books, something like that. And I'm excited to teach kids about how to do the same. And in the process, they teach me how to do better as well. But today it's about Adam. Just wanted to brag on him a little bit.